very easy to mess up. Okay, guys? Everything that is dry will go in first. Everybody with me so far? Everything that is dry will go in first. And then all the wet ingredients will be introduced, and you disperse the wet ingredients until just incorporated. So when everything is all said and done, it should look slightly lumpy. Not smooth, slightly lumpy. So you don't over-agitate it, right? You don't over-agitate it to get rid of the lumps, right? You just mix it until everything is incorporated. So what are you really looking for? You're looking for dry ingredients that is still dry, right? But when you cannot see that, you don't have to work it anymore. Does that make sense? Okay. I do want to say, getting the dry ingredients into a bowl must be done so that you must sift the dry ingredients to the bowl first. Don't just dump it in there. Okay, guys? So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, guys, real quickly, we have flour, right, guys? And what kind of flour is it?
All purpose.
All purpose.
Banana bread.
We have sugar. What kind of sugar? Granulated, yes ma'am. What other dry ingredients do we have? Yeah, the chemicals, right guys?
Salt.
Make sure it didn't spill.
It's awesome. It's awesome. We have powder. And you guys know as well as I do, salt I don't really sift, right? Because it's always nice and loose. I'm going to go ahead and get the dry ingredients ready.
What about cinnamon, chef?
I was hoping somebody would catch on.
You're testing us Monday.
In ways in which that is very, very beguiling. Hey guys, I found out the flaw, and I always find out later. The cinnamon is not 2 tablespoons, guys, in this recipe. The cinnamon in this recipe is a ½ teaspoon. ½ teaspoon. Make sure you can make that correction. It's okay. Plenty of cinnamon.
Cheers.
Cinnamon flavored banana bread. Okay? But it's a ½ teaspoon, please. Okay? Everybody got that so far?
Yeah.
So we got all the dry ingredients on one side, right guys? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and place my bananas. Is bananas a dry ingredient? Absolutely not. Okay? So what we got to do to the banana is we're going to have to beat it down a little bit. And I don't have one of those mashed potato. I'm going to smash it down. And you know, it's important to do this, guys. But you don't have to make it into a perfect baby food. Just break it down. You know, any of you guys actually have one of those handheld blenders at home?
Yes.
They work very well. They work very well. it actually comes together pretty quick.
Nine.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add the eggs. We're going to add the oil. The lemon juice. And the vanilla extract actually kind of dried up a little bit, so I get a little bit more. What was it, like a half teaspoon?
Yes. 4. Water.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create an initial emulsion. And I'm just going to just bring it all together. And I'm going to go ahead and pass this around so you guys can see, right? I don't want to overshadow the simplicity of it, but also the complexity in the sense that, you know, we never want to overwork our muffin method. Okay, guys? Never overwork it, please. You guys notice that it's not separated, right? It's a nice emulsion. Okay, guys? Have that, and then we're going to go to the dry.
I was going to wear black that would have been. Okay, I did wear, but.
I won't pay any attention. You see it.
We're for such business, they are like that better.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Everybody got it though?
Yes.
Right. Have you guys also noticed that I kept the nuts out? Right? It's unnecessary to put the nuts in there because you know it actually infringes you from actually getting everything wet. Okay, guys? So we'll leave this as our last thing. Okay? And we've been doing that, right? With nuts, we've been doing that. Okay? So once you are satisfied, we are going to go ahead and place the wet ingredients to the dry. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stir this thing in as if I'm trying to stir sugar to my coffee, but I guess you guys can see the motion is pretty slow. And I'm not doing any folding or anything like that. I'm just making sure that the wet comes in contact with the dry. And obviously I think you guys can tell this is kind of like an outrageous amount of cinnamon. Okay, so we'll make sure we throw this away as soon as it's done. But I'm going to pass this around one more time so that you guys can get a feel for it. You'll see that everything is nice and wet. We don't want to overwork it. Remember I said that? Do not overwork it. Just look at it, guys. Don't do anything to the batter. It's perfect right now.
There's building it.
How much did you put in there? How much cinnamon?
You told me to put 2 tablespoons. That's why we ended up putting 2 tablespoons.
You just said a quarter teaspoon.
That was for vanilla.
Oh, it's for vanilla. Yeah, half.
Shan questioned you on the teaspoon, the tablespoon though.
Cinnamon banana bread. Now the nut goes in. Okay, guys? Now, once the nut goes in, all I'm going to do is just lightly disperse it and I'm done. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. Nice move, Lawrence. Very nice. Carry it out. And we're going to just place it inside. A loaf pan mold. This is going to get baked at 350 degrees. And we are going to up the bottom heat. We're going to set it at 10, and we'll have the top heat set about 8, and we'll have the front set at max. This thing is going to bake for about 45 to an hour. Okay, guys?
Ten, 8 is max.
So, Lawrence, are you oven is not ready yet?
Yeah, I have them, Chef.
What?
The oven mitts.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're not going to put it in. It's not ready yet. Okay. Have you guys noticed how simple this thing is? Right. So as long as you don't mess up the step, you'll be doing very well. Chef, it's probably lumpy because the bananas and all that. That might very well be. But you guys notice, like, I just mixed it until everything was wet. Please don't mix it anymore. Okay, guys? Now, the criteria for not over mixing is simply this. You get nice and cakey. You would want something like that to be cakey instead of bready, right, guys? So the less, or if you're looking for that perfect mix in which where it's just perfectly wet, you are assured that it's going to be nice and crumbly. Okay, guys? So that's why we do it that way.